Hello, Pastor Joel Wayne here, and I want to invite you this week, Holy Week, to take a journey with me. Each day we're going to be able to shoot a video to you to help unpack the events of Holy Week, everything that was happening to Jesus, so that you can better understand all that that means for your life and what he did for you. Let's go ahead and jump into the word today, Luke chapter 19, verse 28 and following. And I'll give you a bit of a summary here. It says that Jesus was going up to Jerusalem. He drew near to Bethpage and to Bethany, to a place called the Mount, right? And he sends two of his disciples and he says, go into the village in front of you. You're going to find a colt tied there on which no one has ever ridden. Untie it, bring it to me. If anyone asks of you, why are you untying the colt? Just tell them the Lord has need of it. Well, those who were sent away, they found it just as Jesus had told them. And upon untying the colt, the owner said to them, why are you untying the colt? And they said, the Lord has need of it. They brought it to Jesus and they threw cloaks on the colt and set Jesus on it. He then rode along. And people, whole multitudes of people began to praise God. We know so many of these events. But Jesus riding a colt, really? Why? What did that really mean? Well, first, it symbolized peace. People would ride in on a colt, a donkey, to symbolize peace. It also symbolized humility. You see, the people were waiting for a deliverer. They're waiting for somebody to come and free them from the bondage that they had under the rule of Rome. They're waiting for someone to come in to help them. And yet here comes Jesus in this enormous, a gigantuous sign of humility and peace. They wanted a warrior, and yet here came a guy, well, we already know was going to end up dying on their behalf. The disciples that had gone ahead to get the colt, they took the colt and they brought it to Jesus. And one of the things that's interesting is that it tells us that they took their cloaks and they placed their cloaks, their outer garments, on the colt before Jesus sat on it. What powerful imagery. I have already invited you to take a journey with us to unpack some of Holy Week, to go further in your understanding of what Christ has done. In order to do that, I think this is a good place to begin. To know that they were placing their cloaks on the colt in order for Jesus to sit on something that was clean. The colt would have been dirty. Maybe you want more Jesus in your life. You want him to have your heart, but your heart's dirty. And maybe we need to recognize that that's what Jesus actually comes to do, to give us a clean heart. He comes into our lives, every single individual, so that we can have a better understanding of what it is to live in freedom and in peace as we humbly accept him. What cloaks do you need to lay before God? Do you need to prepare your heart to receive the greatness of who he is? Maybe you need to pray that he would remove the bitterness, the hostility you have toward the church, or maybe a soured relationship. May your heart be prepared to receive the greatness of Jesus. Get ready for the journey. It has a spectacular ending. Praise be to God.